So the next question is, dropping out of uni was the wrong decision. So I've never actually spoke to you guys about this. Like I said, I did try and film a life update video a long time ago, but the video just wasn't that great, so I just didn't bother posting it. I wanted to do something like this where it's just a bit more sit down and chill. So basically, dropping out of the uni was the wrong decision. That's what someone's asked, and honestly, no, it was the right decision for me. I have absolutely no regrets about dropping out. For you guys who are new to my channel or don't know kind of what happened, I was doing fashion design at uni. I did my full first year, and then I think it was around 2 weeks into my second year, I just decided I really didn't enjoy it. I dreaded the whole summer because I knew I was going back. I didn't enjoy it. I had loads and loads of meetings with my tutors. They were trying to persuade me to stay. Because in uni you can't just say I'm leaving and not turn up. Like, you have to kind of go through a big process about it. You have to talk about it, think about your options, and kind of weigh up the positives and negatives on why you want to leave or why you want to stay and things like that. So at the minute my course is a suspended course, which means I can go back this year if I do want to, but I'm literally 95% certain I'm not going to be going back. I am working full time now, which doesn't mean that I can't go back, but I didn't feel like it was the right thing for me. I don't know if I was in like the wrong space of mind or what, but I just didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy going. I just didn't want to go there. I stopped doing the work because I just couldn't bring myself to do it. My best friend Sophia is still there. That's how we met. You'll have probably seen the vlogs from Manchester. We did meet at uni, and she's still there and she's doing amazing. She's just got her first as well, so I'm so incredibly proud of her, and I'm happy kind of being proud of her, but it doesn't make me want to go back. A lot of people have been wondering why I dropped out, but yeah, I just wasn't happy. I mean, I was one of the only ones as well that lived at home. I do live at home with my mum and my family, and a lot of people there live in the halls and the flats with people on the course. So sometimes, I don't know if any of you guys will kind of relate to this, but you do feel a little bit left out even though you try and not be. A lot of the time, like, because you're not living with them, it's harder to kind of get involved as much, and it's not like they're meaning to leave you out, but obviously at the end of the uni day when you go home and they go back to their flat and have like always with each other, that's kind of how it just happens, and it just was harder to kind of be involved. I didn't have that many friends at uni as well, but yeah, that's it for that one. So the next question I've got is about kind of influencing. It says, your favourite collab would be Pretty Little Thing. Not gonna lie, I would love to get a collab with Pretty Little Thing. I'm praying on it for the future. A lot of my friends on Instagram, kind of influencer girls, have got collabs with Pretty Little Thing recently, and I'm so happy for them. It's amazing. I do look at it and I'm like, oh, I really, really want a collab with Pretty Little Thing, so hopefully one day I will. I would also love to collab with like Boohoo, 𝐸𝓁𝓃𝓏. I think 𝐸𝓁𝓃𝓏 would be one of the top ones I would love to collab with. Missguided as well. Zala hair extensions, I would love to collab with them. You guys know I've been wearing Zala hair extensions for literally like, I think like a year and a half now, and I'm still on the same set. Still love them. I've dyed them loads as well. Just love them. I would love to work with so many brands, but yeah, only time will tell if that happens, so hoping one day it does. So the next question is also related to uni. It says, you left university to become a YouTuber. So when I left uni, I didn't leave it to become a YouTuber. I was still going to do YouTube on the side. I always thought it would be a side job. I've never really imagined it as a main job. It might do in the future. I mean, it would be absolutely incredible, but I'm not pinning my life on that. There's a lot of other things that I wanted to do. As soon as I left uni, I enrolled on a beauty course. I was also working at the club. I did YouTube on the side, and then that's how I kind of started with my Instagram, and then I actually got the job at where I am working now in bridal. So it's kind of gone like that. I've never pinned it on one thing. I've never thought I'm just gonna have one job. I've always wanted to do a lot. So as soon as I left uni, I got straight into applying for jobs. I must have applied for 20, 30, 40 jobs over and over again. I was so lucky when I got the job in bridal, which I am now. I'm not going to say where it is, obviously, because I'm not allowed, but I do work in bridal. I still do work at the club a couple of days a week as well as kind of trying to get into makeup, and influencing is taking up a lot of my time as well as YouTube as well. YouTube is a little bit more flexible. I can kind of do it when I want. I don't have as many collabs coming through YouTube as Instagram, so Instagram is a little bit more of, it's like a little job at the minute. It's like a little side job, but I'm not complaining. I absolutely love doing my Instagram. I love doing my YouTube, and I just couldn't imagine not doing them. Like, even when I'm moaning about how tired I am, I still wouldn't stop doing YouTube and Instagram. I just wouldn't. I love them, and it's where I've kind of got my creative free spirit to just sit and do what I want. I love taking pictures. I love fashion. Obviously I did fashion at uni. I love all that type of stuff, fashion, makeup, beauty. I love having my channel. I love doing vlogs. And one thing that I realised a couple of days ago is obviously that I've been on YouTube a year, and I can literally look back at the past whole year of my life, and I absolutely love it. Like, it just makes you, it's just crazy how you can see the full year of your life back on YouTube and through videos that I've made, and I'm just so grateful and so happy that I started my channel. It'd be so funny if you went and watched one of my first videos, because I look so different to how I look now. I was so nervous, I couldn't speak to a camera, but I just pushed myself to do it, and I do not regret it. Like, a lot of people laughed, and a lot of people were like, what are you doing with your life? But I loved it, and I was always that shy girl at school, and I feel like YouTube has just like got me to come out of my shell a lot more. I can literally just sit and talk, and I just love it. But yeah, next question. My next question is, you're dating lots of guys. So we're going to get onto that in a minute about kind of what that question entails. But no, I've been on 2 dates, just putting it out there. Not going to say where it is or who they're with or anything, but yeah, I've been on 2 dates, and that was it. Yeah, been on 2 dates. Next question is, if you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? It's a really hard question. I kind of try not think about like things like this, and I try and kind of accept myself as I am, because you can't really change things like that. I think as a kind of emotional thing, I would change how kind of, I don't know, it's really hard because I'm quite a thoughtful person, and I kind of feel like I'm always thinking of other people. So part of me wants to feel like not be as thoughtful, but then I don't want to change who I am. It's a really hard situation because I feel like I care too much about a lot of things. That's probably what it is, that I care too much. I don't want to stop caring too much about people that I love, but it's more about caring too much about what people think, even though I don't feel like I do as much as I used to. Like, with kind of my Instagram going and things, recently, and starting YouTube, I've just been a bit more like, I don't really care what people think, and I'm loving it. And I just feel like as soon as you get to that level, you feel so much happier within yourself, and there's nothing really that I would like want to physically change, because I feel like I'd regret it, and I feel like it wouldn't be me. I mean, if I'm talking about physical things, a lot of the time, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Instagram does get to you, and there's a lot of time that I've thought about like getting my boobs done or my lips done, and there's things like that I've just thought I really would be confident if I had them things done. And there's times when I've felt like crap about having no makeup on and looking at other girls. Like, that's what happens, and that's what happens when you're in the influencing world. You see things like this all the time, but you just got to get used to it, and you've just got to accept yourself as you are. And it is such a hard situation because, God, I can actually get upset. It's such a hard situation because you've just got to accept yourself as you are, because at the end of the day, you're you, and that's where you've come from. And that's why I like experimenting with makeup, because that's where you can experiment. Whereas if you go down the line of cosmetic surgery, then you're just changing who you actually are. And I don't feel like, I mean, if you 100% know that you want to do it, then go for it. I mean, I'd support you all the way. But for me, I've been saying since I was about 10 years old that I wanted a boob job and things, and recently I've been wanting lip fillers, but I'm too scared to do it, and I know that I wouldn't actually do it to myself, because I just know deep down that I would regret it in the future. And I think there's no point going through things like that when you'll probably regret it in the future. That's just my opinion on my body. I feel like we're getting into the deeper questions right now, but the next question is, you don't let anyone walk all over you. I wish this was true, and this relates back to the previous question, because I wish so bad that this was true, but honestly I think I do. There's some stuff that I will not stand for, but once I have a deep kind of emotional connection with someone, or if I love someone, then I will just let them do anything, and I just don't know what's wrong with me. I wish I wasn't like that in the slightest, but I just can't help it. I don't know what it is. But yeah, just in like past relationships and things, I mean, I've been put through a lot, and I've never really done much about it because I feel like I need to stand up for myself more, and I need to I need to stop letting people walk all over me. But hopefully in the future, I think as soon as your kind of confidence grows a little bit, you don't put up with as much. And I feel like it's not like I just sit there and I just let people be horrible, because I definitely don't. But when I've kind of got an emotional connection with someone, or if they're like a really good friend, or like a past boyfriend, or someone who I've been in a relationship with, you tolerate more from them even when it hurts. And I feel like you shouldn't do that. Like, just like, you need to think of yourself in the end, because yourself is the only one that's going to be there for you at the end of the day, and you just need to think and focus on that. Which, would you rather lose? Like, there's no point putting up with stuff like that that's just going to hurt you in the long run. So yeah, basically I need to get a backbone. This question is kind of going back to a previous one. It is, what do you think of people that say negative things on your makeup? So, don't know if you guys know, I think I've spoke about it in a video before, but I do get hate comments all the time. Touch wood, I've not had a hate comment in maybe like a month, maybe less than a month, but which is just crazy. Like, I don't know where they've gone, but I don't want them to come back. But there was a phase, I think maybe a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, I was getting them every day. I got hate comments every day on every photo, horrible things. A lot of it was about my makeup, saying that my makeup was horrible, saying that I looked like a skeleton, loads of things like that, just like horrible stuff. I'm not even going to go into detail because it shouldn't even be allowed. I mean, guys, if you want me to do a reacting to my hate comments video, then let me know, but yeah, it shouldn't even be condemned. Like, I'm not even going to speak about it because it shouldn't be like that. But what do I think about the people who do it? I think they're very insecure, and I think they must be very unhappy in their lives to actually physically go on someone's picture and literally write something horrible about them, because I would never do that to anyone. Even if I was so upset within myself, I wouldn't ever do that. I think you've got to be a very, very horrible person to do something like that, because I could never imagine doing it. Even if it was someone I hated, I could never do it. And a lot of the time it was people that didn't follow me as well, so it's like, how do you even find my posts, and how do you even think to comment? And you know, I also got a lot of hate comments in French as well, which I had to translate, and I was like, oh.